whoa. Okay, stop the presses. Don't, don't do it. Don't watch The Office for the second time this month already, okay? Seriously, like, you don't need to. Just pause. It'll be there when you get back. Take a 10 episode break with these three shows. Number one, this is the most fresh, certified fresh. Only season one is out, but it's been renewed for season two. Only Murders in the Building. My goodness, I'm sorry. I was late to the game. My wife and I were both late to this show. But it is so good, so clever. It is rare to see a comedian, or comedians in this case, be able to reinvent their comedy. Like, they have lived long enough to reinvent their comedy for a new generation and do it successfully. Like, that's what Steve Martin and Martin Short have done with this show. And it is exactly their style, but it feels new. It feels fresh. It is incredibly dry humor and is so well articulated, and it's witty, and like, it doesn't make me laugh out loud every time, but there is plenty of times where it caught me off guard. It's just so good. But it's also a drama, right? It's mainly a comedy, but it's also a drama. And there's no crazy blood or gore or anything like that. There are murders, but this really is like gonna be a good timestamp, I feel like for our culture right now. And it's just all in the essence and the tones, and just like, it's just now. It's only 30 minutes. 30 minutes an episode. There's only 10 episodes. You're going to binge the last 3 at least, because every episode ends on some sort of cliffhanger. The only disclaimer is, of course, there's a lot of language. Let's just get this out of the way. All of these shows have language in them. So if you're turned off by cursing or vulgarity, like, I like it when it's cleverly and smartly written, and I think all 3 of the shows that I am listing out have done it in that way. All right, show number 2. Just keeping the murder train going, we've got Barry. He is an assassin for hire, and he's kind of trying to get out of the game. And so it's just like, I don't even want to give the story away because it's so unexpectedly underrated. Like, this show has flown under the radar. I only know like 5 people that have watched it in my personal everyday circle, but it's on HBO. Check it out. It's just like, Bill Hader created it with Alec Berg, and Alec Berg is an executive producer for dozens of episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm and Seinfeld, and so there's like some of that kind of influence there. There's a lot of interesting directors there. Obviously, Bill Hader and Alec Berg are like the main people that are writing and producing and directing this, but there are also staffers who helped write Only Murders in the Building later on. This show came first, and then there are staff writers that worked on Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover's Atlanta TV show. Some of those writers are writing on Barry now. And so it's just really kind of an interesting set of influences. But this definitely gets more on the violent side than Only Murders in the Building. So you got Barry, more violent, but all the violence, while there is some blood, is never super cartoonish or stylized like Quentin Tarantino. If you're turned off by that, don't worry. It's more, gangster, modern assassin kind of stuff, and there's off-screen stuff, and not super like in your face the whole time. Eagerly waiting season 3. Season 3 is going to come out sometime this year, 2022, but it's been a minute since I've watched the full thing. In addition to cursing, there's probably some nudity, but I really don't remember it. But according to IMDb, there was in season 1 and like none in season 2. If there is, it's definitely far less than any of the other HBO norms that there are. So, yeah. So, got HBO. Go check out Barry. Underrated, really funny. You've got Henry Winkler. You've got Anthony Cardigan as NoHo Hank, who is so funny. You've got Stephen Root, who is quite good at his job in this. Show number 3. Okay, you know this show. This is not a new show, but there's 2 seasons out right now and a 3rd on the way. The 2nd season came out last year, so it's still kind of fresh. But if you have not watched Ted Lasso, you have to watch Ted Lasso. Come on. Give me a break. You have to watch Ted Lasso. Jason Sudeikis is constantly winning Golden Globes and Emmys for this role, this character. This is a show that makes you want to believe in humanity. This is a show that shows the good, and it just gets you to rally around the good in people. And like most shows, like there's just this sense of wholesomeness that is not found anywhere else but in Ted Lasso. It's just such a good show. And you want to believe in Ted. You want to believe that someone as nice and as optimistic as Ted exists still in this world. And in many extremes, it's too lofty of a goal. But we see in season 2 that there's hardship, and that there is things that he has not fully dealt with that he needs to. And it really, season 2 takes a dip and focuses a lot on everyone's mental health, and it's something nice. It's something nice to have in a show. I think in addition to just Ted, Jason Sudeikis isn't the only hero of the show. You've got Juno Temple. You've got Roy Kent, who was a writer who who helped write the show, and then basically cast himself. Everyone was like, "Well, you're the best person for this." You've got Jamie Tart. You've got it's just like there is a lot of good story arcs happening. I've talked recently in videos about too many story arcs going on, but this show really helps dive into all of them, and you get to know all the characters and their inner relationships, and it's just good. It's just a show that makes me feel good when I watch it, and I'm excited to see season 3 and some of the resolution from the cliffhangers and different things that happen in season 2. Do me a favor, try Ted Lasso, try Barry, try Only Murders in the Building. Obviously, use your discretion. I tried to give you a little taste of what the show's going to be about, but if you're not like, oh, I don't know about violence or I don't know about language, then, then don't do it. Then don't take my advice. Don't go watch it if you know those are your turnoffs. So yeah, those are my 3 things, my 3 shows to maybe take a break from watching The Office. And when I say don't rewatch The Office, I'm saying, I'm not talking about the people that fall asleep to The Office and just have it on in the background. I'm talking about the people who are actively using their fully alert time hours of dinner time or earlier, and they're still watching the same reruns they've watched 100 times. I'm like, pause, try something new, see what you think, come up to speed, and then you can go back to The Office afterwards. It's always going to be there for you. So, Only Murders, Barry, Ted Lasso, check those out. Let me know what you think. Have you watched them already? Looking forward to all the new seasons that hopefully will be coming out this year. And yeah, have a good rest of your week. More videos like this will be coming soon on suggestions for shows and movies and whatnot.